Alright, so the true game changers have released patch 1.06, and I'm going to give you the details about what this patch entails. I am talking about the PS3. I only play on the PS3, so this is the patch notes for the PS3. About the gameplay in the background, I'm on the map Standoff with the M27. That's a really good gun. I'm actually using a class that I developed on a series. It's called Logical Class. I just build up a class based on the stats of the gun, and I just recommend it. I don't know if it's the best class or not, but it works well, and usually I get consistent results with it. So if you haven't seen that, check out Logical Class. But alright, back to the patch notes. There's a lot here. Treyarch has really released a lot in this patch, and this is patch 106. The last patch was 1.04. I don't know what happened to 1.05. Maybe they combined 1.05 and 1.06 and released it like that. This is a lot of stuff, and I'm going to talk about, let's start with the gameplay balancing section of the patch notes. And this is where Treyarch changes the guns, they change equipment, they change perks, and it changes the game. And personally, I don't like when they change the game like this. I prefer them to, you know, like Modern Warfare 2 days, where you just release something and then keep it like that. I don't mind them, you know, fixing the errors or the problems with the game, but when you talk about balancing and changing stuff, you just make the game more difficult to get used to because you keep changing stuff. But anyway, let's talk about it. So first off, let's go through the score streaks. They increased the damage on the death machine. It's a 3-hit kill at a longer range now, so that makes that more powerful. The Dragonfire has increased health, and the gun spread is reduced, which means it's more accurate. The AGR, they nerfed it. They increased the ground speed of the AGR, but they reduced the machine gun fire damage at close range, so it's less powerful than it was before. The Warthog, they reduced missile delay, so they made that stronger. The Lodestar, they reduced missile speed and strike radius, so that they made that weaker. It's going to take a longer time for the missiles to hit the target, and the explosion, or the radius that the explosion encompasses, is going to be smaller than it was before. They also made the swarm weaker. They made the drone respawn delay increase, so it takes longer for the drones to come back than it did before, so you're probably going to get less kills with the swarm. Alright, let's go to the perks. They only changed one perk, Hardwired, and they make the Hardwired players completely unaffected by EMP grenades. I think that's a good change because Hardwire was utterly useless to me. I've never used it, and even with this I still probably won't use it. So for equipment, they made the trophy system range increase. They changed the guns. Let's get to the guns. Alright, for the SMGs, they made them all weaker. They made the SMGs that have silencers on, they reduced the range, so they are less powerful with silencers, which I don't disagree with. I guess up close they are the same, but from far away they're less powerful, so I have no problem with that. For assault rifles, they generally made assault rifles stronger. For all of the assault rifles, they reduced idle sway, so when you aim down sights, usually if you hold that aim for a while, the gun starts to sway left and right, up and down, so they reduced that for all assault rifles. That really wasn't a big factor for me, but it may help some people. The M27, they reduced the amount of bullets to headshot kill at all ranges, so they made it stronger, and they increased the 4-hit kill range, so they made the M27 stronger and want more people using it. And I'm using it in this gameplay, so I guess they got what they wanted. The Type 25, they reduced the amount of bullets to headshot kill at all ranges, just like the M27. They made that stronger, and they slightly reduced the maximum hit fire spread, so they made it a little more accurate. The Scar, they increased the 3-hit kill range, so they made that a little bit stronger, and the maximum amount of bullets to kill is now 4, so I guess it was more than 4 before. I guess that's good. I like the Scar. For the 5.56, penetration increased from medium to large, so I'm guessing that they made the penetration stronger for that. They reduced burst delay, and maximum amount of bullets to kill is now 4, so they made that stronger. The MTAR, they increased the 3-hit kill range, they made it stronger. The SMR, they slightly increased damage so that 2-shot kills can still happen with minor penetration. So if you're shooting through an object, you can get a 2-shot kill now. They also increased the headshot multiplier the longer distance, so they made that gun stronger for that. They did reduce one gun. Out of all the assault rifles, they decided to pick on one of them and make it weaker, and that's the FAL. They made you have increased recoil when using select fire. I tested it out, and it's really not that much increase, but it kind of affects your long distance shooting with that attachment on. And they also increased the hip spread for the FAL in general, so that it's less accurate than it was before when you're shooting from the hip, which you probably shouldn't be doing with the FAL anyway. I actually did one of my logical classes or recommended classes on the FAL. Go check that out. It works really well. I don't know how these changes are going to affect it, but it shouldn't really affect it that much. Alright, for the LMGs, for all of them, they just reduced the amount of ADS time, so they made it you can aim down sights quicker, and you can come out from aiming down sights quicker as well. Shotguns, the SRM, they slightly increased short range damage, so they made that stronger. That gun was really weak. That was I think that was like the weakest shotgun, so they made that a little bit stronger. It competes with the other shotguns a little bit better now. Pistols, the Executioner is increased. They increased the medium range damage, which means they made it stronger at medium range, so now you can kill people even faster than you did before with the Executioner. I haven't used that yet, but I probably will. And that's all for the gameplay balancing. These other, I'll skim through the other ones, but they have some other improvements that they made, which really isn't really that important, but I guess if you use it, I'll go through it. They added support for live streaming and public match. They added League Best from Season 1 to the player card, so the highest rank that you've gotten in the league in either first, second, or third season, they added that to your player card, so I guess that's pretty good. I thought they had that already, but I guess not. They added a cumulative daily pull instead of a weekly pull, so you know, if you play league play, you know that you get 1,000 extra points a week. Now you just get 200 points a day. If you don't use it for one day, it's just rolled over to the next day. So if you go one day, you get 200 points, then you don't use none of those points, the next day you get 200 points, and they add up to 400. Alright, so they added 2 new pages to the combat record, combat summary, and medals. They lowered the HUD threshold for low health, so you are more aware of when you have low health. Let's see, and they added a go to top button for the League Leaderboard. Good, because I hated scrolling all the way to the top of that thing, so I guess that's more convenient. Alright, for the PS3 problems, there was a lot of problems, and let's see if they actually fix some of our problems on the PS3. So matchmaking has been changed, so you don't get games outside of your own continent unless the connection type is set to any, so you won't be playing another continent unless you actually want to. They addressed the issue where UAV would not trigger if called while aiming down sight. I never saw it. Addressed an issue where the Master Demolition challenge didn't unlock when the requirements were complete, so if you've been trying to get the Master Demolition challenge completed, now you can do it. You couldn't do it before. Let's see. They fixed an issue in league play where career wins for a series weren't displayed during placement in the lobby career overview. Okay. They updated after action report in league play, so bonus points are not summed. Alright, here go another change for the guns. They didn't put this in the balancing thing, but the stocks on SMGs no longer allow a player to move faster while aiming down sights than moving normally. So I guess there was like, you can move faster while aiming down sights when you had the stock attachment on the gun with SMG, but now you can't. Some more gun changes. Shotgun crosshairs will no longer turn red if an enemy is out of the shotgun's maximum damage range. So I guess that's beneficial if you are aiming at a guy and you see that the crosshairs aren't red, you probably shouldn't shoot because you won't hit anything. They fixed an issue where bullets would not fire straight immediately after aiming down sights while moving at the same time. Wow, that could really affect you if you're like using like dexterity or something and you running and you want to shoot fast. You're not shooting straight, so you're probably going to miss that first bullet, which I've seen it happen a lot in the public matches. I thought that was just lag, but maybe that's just a coding error. They improved turret tracking to eliminate false positives when checking line of sight, so the turret is more accurate. Turrets also have smoother tracking when targeting player, so I guess they made the turrets more powerful, so you know, check those out. Players can no longer credit towards a prestige equipment challenge through friendly flashbangs, concussions, and shock charges. That must be talking about hardcore. They fixed select fire weapons, reverting back to the default fire method and using certain scorch streaks and not calling them in. Sounds like a glitch that I have not encountered. Alright, looks like the rest of this is glitches. I'll put a link to this page in the description, or I might just put all the updates in the description. So that's it. There goes this new patch, but they didn't really fix none of the issues that concern people getting reset. I get messages all the time where somebody commenting on a video like, yeah, I just got reset, I had diamond camo, it just happened today, and they still haven't resolved that. So I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I'm sure plenty of people are having a problem with that, and they didn't fix the problem when you prestige and you don't get your prestige award. They didn't fix that. So I don't know, but that was the patch notes, patch 106. I hope this helps you. If you use any of this stuff that I mentioned, take heed to the changes that they made, so you won't be confused when your shotguns or your equipment, or you know, your assault rifles, SMGs don't perform like they used to perform. They changed it. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.